Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. May I kindly request you to settle down, please. Thank you. First up, thank you so much for being a part of this wonderful occasion. May I kindly request the audience to please stand up for the national anthem, please. Ladies and gentlemen, terrific to have your company on this very special day here at the premises of the Bombay Stock Exchange. This is a place where history is made. This is the complex where innovations are almost a matter of daily routine. And this is the place that understands the need for focus area much more, perhaps, than most. Ladies and gentlemen, today is about officially celebrating the success of small and medium enterprises that forms a vital part in shaping the Indian economy going forward. Please put your hands, ladies and gentlemen, together to celebrate the success of Bombay Stock Exchange for launching and promoting the small and medium enterprises on a very, very special platform. Most of the developed and the developing countries in the world experience that the prosperity of the SME sector creates job opportunities besides earning substantial foreign exchange on exports of goods and services provided by the SMEs. It is an effective tool to counter the adverse effects of recession in the economy. In a sense, this effort and recognition bestowed upon the small and medium enterprises is in fact applause of the efforts that's been put in by the members that constitute the small and the medium industries. To celebrate the success, ladies and gentlemen, we have got some wonderful gentlemen in our midst. First up, may I request Shri K.H. Muniappa to please take his place on the dais, sir. Honorable Minister of State with independent charge, Minister of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, Government of India. A seasoned politician elected to the Lok Sabha for the first time in '91 on the basis of his fine work, was consistently a part of the Parliament, was the Union Minister of State, Ministry of Shipping, Road Transport and Highways from 2004 to 2009, served as the Union Minister of State, Railways, and is currently the Union Minister of State with independent charge of the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure having you, sir. Thank you so much once again. Next up, may I request the company of Shri Rajiv Agarwal, Whole-Time Director of SEBI. Thank you so much, Mr. Agarwal. An IRS officer from the batch of 1983, Mr. Agarwal has served as the Commissioner of Income Tax. He has also served as a member of the Forward Markets Commission, the regulator for the commodity futures business for a period of 5.5 years. Thank you so much, Shri Rajiv Agarwal, for taking your time out and being a part of this wonderful occasion. As ever, our wonderful hosts for this occasion, Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan, the Managing Director and CEO of Bombay Stock Exchange. Thank you so much, as ever, for having us here. May I also request the company of Mr. Nehal Vora, the Chief Regulatory Officer of BSE Limited. Thank you so much, Mr. Nehal Vora. It's a wonderful occasion. I don't have to emphasize that, and it's only right that we invoke divine blessings before we proceed any further. May I kindly request Sri Muniappa to lead the gentleman on the stage to light the ceremonial lamp, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, today is a day of celebration. Would love to hear some applause there going, as we appreciate the work that has been put in by the small and medium enterprises. Right, may I first up invite Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan, the Managing Director and CEO of BSE Limited, to formally welcome the gathering.
A very good morning, and I welcome everyone to BSE's International Convention Hall at this momentous occasion. It's our pleasure to have with us Sri K.H. Muniappa, Honorable Minister of State, Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, and Sri Rajiv Agarwal, whole-time member, SEBI. BSE is credited for launching the country's first dedicated platform for SME in March earlier this year to help the small and medium enterprises raise equity through capital markets. The same has been duly appreciated by markets as we have witnessed the response and eagerness amongst the country's fastest growing sector. Small-scale companies are getting more organized and there is a higher transparency amongst them. As of today, BSE SME platform lists 11 companies. Out of the 11 SME companies listed on SME, 10 are currently trading above their issue price. The capital markets have ensured that funds flows to its best use and SMEs get enough capital to plan activities, which in turn yields higher returns for the investors. With the availability of raised capital, small and medium enterprises are aiming at expanding their businesses while trying to reach out to larger section of the society at newer growth areas. SMEs have made a significant contribution towards employment generation and industrialization, and their contribution to employment is second highest next to agriculture. MSME sector in India has grown at annual rate of about 5%. The contribution to the GDP of SME is expected to be 22% by end of the year relative to 17% in 2009. Opportunities of growth in the SME are enormous, mainly due to by its less capital intensive and higher labor absorption nature. Today, BSE is proud to take a step forward and introduce the first ever SME index in the country. BSE SME IPO index is aimed at tracing the value of companies for 2 years subsequent to successful completion of their IPOs. The maximum weight any company will command will be capped at around 10 to 20%. At the same time, the constituents weightage will be reviewed at the time of inclusion or exclusion of securities. We have witnessed keen interest amongst investors to invest in such sectors due to the high interest it offers, high returns it offers. Investors are also looking at opportunities to diversify their investments, and SMEs can offer both the opportunity and the incentives. We are sure that the government, SEBI and the stock exchanges together will help the small-scale companies to grow at a much faster and larger scale while contributing to the overall growth of the Indian economy and creating newer jobs. Finally, on this occasion, once again, I would like to thank Honorable Minister Shri K.H. Muniappa, and whole-time member SEBI, Shri Rajiv Kumar Agarwal, and other delegates for making this a grand success. Thank you very much for coming in the morning.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan. Next up, may I kindly invite the guest of honor, Mr. Rajiv Agarwal, the whole-time director of SEBI, to please come forward.
Honorable Minister of State, Mr. K.H. Muniappa, Mr. Ashish Chauhan, Mr. Nehal, and the ladies and gentlemen. The small and medium enterprises play a catalyst role in the economy, especially the manufacturing sector. In our country also, they are very significant employer, employing 60 million persons and having a set of approximately 26 million enterprises. They are contributing to 45% of the manufacturing output in the country, and they are contributing to 40% of our exports. Therefore, their importance cannot be underestimated. This was the reason, but these enterprises are facing a problem in raising the finance. They may not be having sufficient collaterals or other track record to get a finance from the bank at a reasonable rate. There is a problem of the risk capital. That was the reason SEBI provided for a separate platform for these enterprises by relaxing certain regulatory norms. The SEBI also ensured that the issuances are quality issuances and the investors are not put to any kind of harm. That is why SEBI provided that there will be a compulsory market making on this platform, and also there will be 100% underwriting. We also insulated a very small investor from this platform by ensuring that the lot size is more than 1 lakh rupees. The platform, of course, it took time to start the platform took some time to take off, but I hope that now the sufficient facilitation has already been done, and 11 companies have already been listed on BSE, and in times to come, more and more companies will come on this platform. The success of this platform will depend upon what kind of returns the issuers are able to give to their investors. Not in the terms of trading profits or something like that, but in terms of the wealth creation. Today, BSE is launching this BSE SME IPO index, which I am told will reflect on the performance of SMEs and the IPOs in the country. The other countries are also having this kind of indices. I am sure that this will become sort of barometer of the issuances by the SME sector in the country. And I wish that BSE is able to achieve its purpose for which it is launching this particular index. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rajiv Agarwal, for taking us through a few numbers and therefore emphasizing why this moment is so very important. Next up, may I kindly request the chief guest of this function, Shri K.H. Muniappa, the Honorable Minister of State with independent charge, Minister of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, Government of India, to please come forward and say a few words, sir.
Mr. Rajiv Kumar Agarwal ji, whole-time member, Mr. Ashish Chauhan, MD, Mr. Prithvi Halda ji, Nehal Vora ji, Jain Mehta ji, Milan Komble ji, members of Bombay Stock Exchange, members of the media, and ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to address the August gathering congratulate the Bombay Stock Exchange for launching BSE SME IPO Index. I am happy to know that BSE SME IPO Index has been constituted by SME listed on BSE SME platform and will help to track the current primary market conditions in the Indian capital market and measure the growth of investors' wealth over a period of time. I congratulate the BSE for their persistent efforts to the directions for the last 2 years, which is a great task in the largest interest of small and medium enterprises. BSE is the first stock exchange in this country to provide a special platform since March 2012 for raising the equity capital by the SMEs, which hitherto were dependent on the bank loans, private loans, personal savings. BSE initiative will continually promote entrepreneurs in the country in the years to come. BSE has today launched the Indian first stock market index for SME, BSE SME IPO index, with the view of track the current primary market conditions and the Indian capital market and measure the growth in the investors' wealth over a period of time. This development will enable general investors across the country to participate in the growth of these SMEs. BSE website being one of the highly viewed ones. The proposed BSE SME IPO index will be tracked by millions of investors across the global and therefore will give better visibility for Indian SME sector. The MSME sector of our country contributes around 40% of the Indian exports, besides the employment of 8 million people. The small companies often have access only to bank loans secured by the promoters' personal assets and some equity investment by friends and relatives. They face several difficulties in their quest for the growth, and my ministry has been highlighted the concerns of the SMEs in accessing the capital market from the time to time. To address these issues, the UPA government, under the able guidance of respected Madam Sonia Gandhi ji, the Honorable Chairperson of UPA, and the stewardship of the Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh ji, who had a lot of concern for the development of MSME, to constitute a task force committee. The task force committee submitted a report, and one of the recommendations in the report is regarding setting up a dedicated stock exchange platform for SMEs. With the launching of BSE SME IPO Index today, we have gone one step further, which will facilitate the investor capital and create wealth for the stockholders. There are more than 20 SME exchanges globally: China, Britain, Canada, Hong Kong, and countries from Southeast Asia, which has well functioning SME exchanges, and today we have joined them, and we hope to be on par with these successful exchanges by 2020. I am told that the total market capitalization of the SME listed has grown from 30 crores on the day to launch BSE SME platform 13/3/2012 to rupees 264 crores in November 2012. The figure will have substantially eased in India. Any company which post-face value capital of less than 250 million is eligible to list of the BSE SME platform. There is no doubt that the equity capital is the cheapest route to raising the capital, which reduces the burden of the promoters. Listing of the companies on the exchange given better valuation of the company and get tax benefits also. Besides, will get better visibility among the investors. The BSE platform has provided an effective alternate to raise the equity capital through IPO. If the Indian company has to sustain high growth rate of 9% for the next 2 decades, the economy has to sustain. The Indian SMEs has to grow big and contribute to the economic growth of the nation in a big way. I am sure that the SME will substantially grow in view of the 2 pillars of the financial system. My ministry has also been implementing several schemes for the growth and development of a small-scale industries, including the scheme for increasing the competitiveness of the micro and small enterprises under the National Manufacturing Competitiveness Program. The government has also recently announced the public procurement policy. Therein, every central ministry, department, PSU shall set an annual goal for procurement from MSE sector beginning for every financial year after 3 years. Overall procurement goal of minimum 20% will be mandatory. Further out of 20% target annually production of MSME, sub-target 20%, 4% of the 20% will be earmarked for the MSC growth for the SC/ST entrepreneurs. India's young and demographic profile has the currently favorably placed in terms of the manpower availability. There is a need to equip the youth with skill and knowledge for giving them access to productive employment. The Ministry of MSM recognized the National Ministry of Entrepreneurship Development by Government of India. The Ministry of MSM is also providing free training to the managerial sections of the society, including the SC/ST, women, physically challenged, along with the stipend of 500 per month. For at times, we have set a target of training 1.5 crore persons by 2020 and more than 42 lakh persons during the 12th five-year plan. I am confident that we will be able to achieve the target. Another area of concern, the finance is funding through banks. Non-bank financial institutions involves a lot of procedural formalities and is time consuming. The government is implementing the credit guarantee scheme. The credit guarantee scheme, which provides guarantee cover up to 80% of the collateral-free credit facilities extended by lending institutions to new and existing MSCs for loans up to the 100 lakhs. More than 9.5 lakh proposals have been approved under the scheme so far. The Prime Minister's Employment Guarantee Program, another major credit-linked subsidy program implemented by this ministry, aimed at the generating of self-employment opportunities through establishment of micro-enterprises in the non-farm sector to help traditional artisans, unemployed youth, margin money subsidy ranging from 15% in the urban areas, 25% for the rural areas. For the SC/ST, women, physically handicapped, OBCs, it is ranging from 35% and the urban is 25%. During the 2012-13, the amount of rupees 1,276 crores for 53,826 projects has been released, which is likely to generate jobs for around 4.31 lakhs. An outlay of rupees 9,700 crores had been proposed the PMEGP on the 12th plan to set 4 lakh projects which will create the 32 lakh employment. I once again to some of the important issues I have to place before this August When you have to find out an entrepreneur, a company, you very carefully find out the viability of that company. That is the most important thing. Last night we have discussed everything. It depends upon the viability of that company. The people, those who are investors, has to believe and to invest on that company in the form of share, and that company in a position to create a good development, the manufacturing, skilled manufacturing unit it should be, employment generation, marketability, inequality, and then only the shares are safe. The people are come forward. I thank to the organization that on the directions of the task force committee, the first of its kind you have started the small entrepreneurs into this share market. They should not feel share market is meant for to create, the money should be made double. The message should go to the people of this country. This organization meant for the development, to create more jobs, to create more entrepreneurs, to make self-sufficient India. That is the dream of Mahatma Gandhi ji. You have to think on this line. The broader outlook is required, that this is the organization. It is not for only meant for the brokers to create the money and to make the double, but make this organization is meant for the development and the world scenario that the India is modernization, quality-wise, in a competitive side, we should be reached to the one of the first country in the world scenario. For that purpose, you have to give input for the research development organization. Whatever the products you are producing, that product should be marketed in the international market. For that, the research organization has to find out the new innovations to see that the Indian products should be marketed in a proper manner in the international market. Then only your industry will go, the entrepreneur will survive, the employment will be sustainable, and the India will grow, and the growth rate will go up. For this purpose, the basic thing you have started today, that the message should go, that is, the basic thing is for the development, and the people of this country is 120 crores. We could not give the jobs for all the people. The young educated people are watching what we are doing the country, what we are doing the government. But almost all we have tried our level best to involve the young entrepreneurs, the young employment, to create an employment for the young generation. This is, we have to give a message. I, once again, thanks to the organization, your team, your object, your thinking towards the development, to create good entrepreneurs, to create employment, to create a great and a good quality products which gives a competitive in the market, in the international market. That is only to survive. If that is survives, the money will survive. The shareholder who is coming to save you, they can survive. For this purpose, I thank you once again. Take care of this one and see that the coming days it has to grow like one of the most important organizations in the world scenario, because the young entrepreneurs are more in this country rather than the big entrepreneurs. That's why I hope you have to involve more young entrepreneurs and to create more jobs. I think you have to take lead in this one, in this organization. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you so much, Sri Muniappa. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a wonderful photo opportunity for members from the television and from the print as well, as Sri K.H. Muniappa will officially ring the gong. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for those wonderful words, those encouraging words. It always helps when somebody from the Government of India comes forward to deliver these addresses. Thank you so much once again. Let's move on with the function, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? It's we've got Sri K.H. Muniappa in our midst. May I kindly request him to unveil the BSE SME IPO Index fact sheet, please. It gives the details about the collaboration and the working that has gone behind the development of this. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, as he unveils the BSE SME fact sheet. Thank you once again to Sri K.H. Muniappa for having taken his time out and been a part of this wonderful function. As a token of appreciation, may I kindly request Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan to present a memento to Sri K.H. Muniappa. May I also kindly request our guest of honor, Mr. Rajiv Agarwal, the whole-time director of the SEBI, to kindly accept a token of appreciation on behalf of the BSE. Thank you so much once again. May I kindly request Mr. Neil Vora, the Chief Regulatory Officer of BSE Limited, to deliver his vote of thanks, please.
I wish you all a very good morning at the onset. And this is history in the making. We have the SME IPO index, which you all couldn't see on the screen. So for this momentous occasion, I would like to thank the Honorable Minister, Sri K.H. Muniappa, the whole-time member SEBI, Sri Rajiv Kumar Agarwal, and all present here to have taken out their valuable time and joining us at this special occasion. While this convention hall has witnessed many firsts, the new SME index announced today brings the small-scale companies on a common platform along with multinational companies. I believe that the SME sector has the ability to generate positive returns as the government, SEBI, and the stock exchanges go hand in hand in guiding the SMEs. We all just heard Mr. Muniappa's views and vision for the growth of the small-scale companies in our country, and we at BSE look forward to help the SME sector grow manifold. The SMEs have been playing a significant role as a major growth engine of the Indian economy. In fact, small and medium enterprises have played a critical role in socio-economic development of the country by providing mass employment, import substitution, labor-intensive mode of production, etc. at very low investments. The growing strength of the SME reflects that most of these companies are equipped to survive and develop in a downturn scenario. These companies have the ability to explore new markets through innovation, unlike big firms who find it hard to reinvent themselves very quickly. I am positive that the companies listed on the BSE SME Index will not only be able to raise money, but also get increased visibility, which further accentuates to the brand and valuation of the enterprise. On behalf of BSE Limited, I would like to thank all the honorary guests and all of you present here for joining us today, and I would like to wish all the very best to the small-scale companies of our country for their future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Neil Vora, the Chief Regulatory Officer of BSE Limited. Shri K.H. Muniappa, the Honorable Minister of State with independent charge, Minister of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, Government of India, will be happy to answer the questions from the television side. So if you're happy, you want to fix up your microphones. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being a part of this wonderful occasion. Ministry is open to answer the questions from the press. Thank you.